YouTube, how we doing? PPS back. It is the 24th of October, coming at you guys for our YouTube Play of the Day video. One spot today for NBA. I'll also be writing an article as well here shortly, so that'll kind of take place of my second one that I would be normally putting on here. So yeah, I'm going to end up doing that here in a little bit. Just finished up past the prop. We're a little bit later on the Play of the Day video today just because I had some other things happening this morning. But we're back feeling damn good and hopefully able to cash another ticket for you guys. But yeah, it's been a little bit. I haven't seen you guys in a while. Haven't talked to you guys in a bit. I think since Saturday. We don't do a Sunday one just because I'm usually pretty busy on Sunday, obviously with NFL and stuff. But we also do the picks for Past the Prop that usually take place for it. But let's recap Saturday's plays. Kent State. Not going to bring up anything about that. Akron torched that defense. They ended up still winning, but I didn't obviously cover this number or the full game. Zach Charbonnet absolutely cooked 130 yards. Really wasn't even tough, right? He ended up with like 75 on like 9 or 10 carries in the first half. And then obviously second half, he still ended up cooking as well. So involved. Such a good talent there for UCLA in that loss to Oregon. So we have one play for you guys today, a guy that you guys probably know pretty well from my past bets, past the prop play that I used to always love to go to, and we'll be going to them again today. Before we get started, smash that like button if you could. This will be a quick video here just to get you guys another free one. And I'm going back to my boy, Jalen Brunson, points, rebounds, assists over 28.5, minus 125. DraftKings line here, still only one unit. We're still early in the season, so I will not be raising that at all. And I talked about this on Past the Prop, actually. One of my biggest rules is always not buying that tax from the recency bias, right? We were talking about Ramondre Stevenson and how his number is higher and inflated because he had games without Damian Harris, right? And in NBA, I always look at recency bias and just the last game log, right? What the books are going to give us. And Brunson crushed this number in the first game, right? Ended up having 15 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds, ended up with like 31. And he really didn't shoot well. He shot like 39% from the field and still ended up breaking this number pretty easily. But his last game, he didn't even come close, only had 25. But they won by 24 over the Pistons, right? He barely got he didn't even get his fourth quarter run. So obviously we can look at that one and say we should be getting there if he played, right? And so we're getting this buy low spot. I think this number is quite a bit low, and I'll tell you why here. So looking at the Knicks, right, you guys assume, everybody assumes the Knicks are just a slow-paced team. Through the first 2 games, they're at 100 possessions per game, which is 5 over what they were last year. Obviously, you can look at the teams that are playing, Detroit and Memphis in those games. And yes, they are faster-paced teams. But if we look at the Magic are the exact same, 100 possessions per game. And the Knicks are more willing to run now, right? They're just more willing to play in that pace, right? It's not the slow down, kick it to Julius Randle, play the post game, right? We have very good guards, right? You still have RJ Barrett, you got Brunson, who you paid for. You still have Julius Randle, but it's not really running through the post as much, right? It's a little bit more up and down. And we have, like I said, another team that's willing to kind of move the ball with them. Orlando's defense is not very good. They're in the bottom 10 of the league and pretty much the category, right? Your normal defensive categories that you're going to be looking at when attacking this. But we also have a 20% usage rate for Brunson this year so far, 32% assist rate. And in competitive games, we've seen him at 35 minutes. Ended up going a little bit over that since I believe that was an overtime game. He ended up going 36 minutes in that Memphis game. So that's obviously very nice to see. And he did hit this in the only non-blow-up that they had here. Obviously, this game is on that edge. I think it's like a 7.5, 8-point spread here against the Magic. But I like Brunson's ability to still be involved in every single aspect of the game, right? Still averaging 7.5 assists, even with the only 28 minutes and having 6 there. But we saw him grab 6 rebounds in that competitive matchup as well. This is a guy that you guys know I absolutely love how good he is in his ability to grab rebounds as a smaller guard. Right, we look at his last year's numbers. He was averaging 4 rebounds a game and 5 assists per game. And that's with a guy like Luka Doncic on his team with him, right? Very tough to be high usage guy when you have a guy like Luka who's probably pushing him with a 40% usage rate. I love Brunson tonight. I think he absolutely cooks this number. 28.5 is a little bit lower because of the last game blowout. And I think he comes through for us against this Orlando Magic team that really does struggle defensively. So love Brunson. Hopefully you guys are riding with me. We're going for 3-0 to start the season, which would be fantastic. Starting out 3-0, 3 units profit. So have a good one, guys. Best of luck. And if you haven't already, check out Pass the Prop for tonight's NFL action. Follow me over on Twitter at PlayerProps, player_props. We'll be having an article out for you guys shortly. So have a good one, guys. Best of luck, and hopefully you guys are able to win some money with